2019 vice chair. And certainly, as a board, I'd like to thank you all for spending time out of your day to come and spend it here with us. Although you might not leave rich, you'll leave enriched. See what I did there? Anyways, out of witty segues, my segue well has run dry. Larry Charfus could be considered the grandfather of the modern-day Restaurant Lodging Association. Organizing for a higher purpose runs deep in his blood. From humble beginnings, managing theaters in Chicago and dealing with the likes of Marlena Dietrich and Raymond Byrne, then onward to the legal profession. He is one of the founders of the American Board of Professional Liability Lawyers. That's an organization started to guide liability attorneys in their ethical handling of cases for both plaintiff and defendant alike so that the consumer receives the highest level of advocacy and protection. That organization is thriving today, headquartered in Atlanta and serving the nation in all 50 states. Larry is also an emeritus, I stumbled on that, member of the Inner Circle of Advocates, an exclusive, you might have guessed it, lawyer organization. Enter the DRLA as it is now. For decades, Larry has been a very keen observer of the Detroit restaurant scene, often reliving the prior glory years of the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and the importance then of a Detroit Restaurant Association, which was kind of a union of owners and operators who would meet periodically and solve problems. This, of course, caught both my and Tim Tharp's attention here. Because the Detroit restaurant scene was not quite yet in the new glory days we are currently experiencing, we would often complain over our beers about municipal treatment and the need to band together in order to garner a larger voice in both the political arena as well as in the industry as a whole. And just like that, it took a few years. We each had day jobs, several of them actually, but Larry's persistence and clarity of purpose helped us to get to the starting line. It was his remembering the past, recognizing the need in the present, and pushing us into the future that made this all possible. Many say this, but rarely is it ever more the case that without Larry Charfus, the Detroit Restaurant and Lodging Association would not exist. We give this gift to this friend of our industry that it may be given every year in perpetuity to a deserving individual. Next year, Larry will have to give this speech, not this exact same one, and hand out this award. Come on up, Larry.
No money? And you probably saw it for $6. That's gorgeous. Cool. Very nice. It's made by the Linden Brothers. It is hand-blown cork, hand-blown glass. And it's away from the cook. Might be able to eat your salad. But Larry, you got us off the ground, and you've been a personal mentor to not just me, but a lot of restaurateurs. It's made a big, big difference. And we very much appreciate you being a friend of the industry and everything. Thank you, Mayor, for
Hey, good news. I'm lucky. I got no message. I'm not teaching anything, and I'll be out of your hair before you even know I'm here. But there are a few moments that I do want to say that's so important for what you're doing, not what I do. The Detroit that I know, I started in 1935. I'm a Durfee, Bagley, Roosevelt, Mumford graduate. My heart has been in downtown Detroit in all the years that I've lived here, except when I ran away a number of times. Well, it's true, I ran away. I had wonderful runs. In the period of the 60s, I started making enough money as a young lawyer to start going to restaurants around the community. And I saw one thing that I still remember 20 years later. The better restaurants had a DRA label on their window. And I used to tell my friends who were all 20s and young and naive that if it's on the window, you can probably trust it as a place you want to go into. Fast forward, 2014, the city went to hell in 1967. We don't have to waste our time on that. Took a long time to take a turnaround, etc. But by by 2014, it was obvious to me, being downtown, being up at the Heckman Mansion for a while, being in different high-rise buildings on the river, because I'm still a Detroiter at heart. Look at all the restaurants. And then I would talk to some of my friends, I would have natural places to go and eat, and what was their common bitch? Their common bitch was dealing with the city. And I said, well, there's an idea. Why don't you put together an association? You'll do much better than doing it on an individual basis, trying to fight individual battles. And I'm going to quit here for a very simple reason. In this room, the history was born. I just realized that Tim and I, by then, were working together to build an organization before we could even talk about having what we see here. We came here to attend a meeting being held by the City of Detroit Police Department because of all the complaints of non-cooperation they were getting from restaurant owners. It was a tolerable conversation that went through in a normal way. But when we were done, Tim and I stood up and we said, hey, we're going to form an organization that will represent you with these problems, will counsel you with these problems. Is there anybody who'd like to join it? The lineup was around the door. I said, we've got an organization, let's go for it.